What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a good long Easter weekend so far, and hopefully we can enjoy what's left of it. I'm going to try to keep this one sweet and short as opposed to the long video from last week. So here we go. Dow Jones up 12.7%, going from 2152 to 23,719. NASDAQ up 10.5%, going from 73.73 to 81.53. Finally, S&P up 12%, going from 24.88 to 27.89. And we'll take a quick look at some of the Fibonacci levels we've been talking about the past few weeks. If you recall last week, or if you haven't seen the video yet, I urge you to go ahead and watch them, as well as all the other videos, because they're all fantastic. But we talked about how the market was going to trade in ranges set by these previous lows and Fibonacci levels until we got some breaking news that would send us either over or below them. So as we saw Sunday night before the market opened Monday, we had the first daily decline in new COVID-19 cases in New York City. As a result, we finally got over that 2550 level on the S&P that we've been bouncing up and trying to get over for the past 2 weeks. That bounce was also enough to take us over the next resistance level of 2650, which was the Fibonacci 38.2 retracement level. And once these algorithms and day traders see one of these levels breached, well, they use it as support. As you can see, Tuesday we opened pretty high and we dropped throughout the day, but we still held that level. Same goes for Wednesday. We held that level during the open and started floating up. And we would have been stuck in this band between 2650 and the next yellow line up top, which is 2790, or the 50% retracement level of the entire market drop. And the Fed decided to elaborate on a plan to put $2.3 trillion into the economy. And that got us over that level throughout the day. Now, we closed literally right on that level at the end of the day. We're not sure what's going to happen next Monday, but I'm going to go through a few more charts of potential moves and targets, and I'll kind of go over what I think will happen. So here we have a chart highlighting the entire market drop from the high of 33.93 to the low of 21.92, we'll call it. And as you can see, as previously said, we've been bumping up against that 2550, 2650 level for a while, and we got over it this week. Now, if we can hold that 50% retracement level or open above it on Monday, our next stop would be 29.35. And I'm fairly confident we'll get there because, like I said, when we don't have any kind of earnings we can really estimate and no multiple we can really put on the market, we have to use technicals, and these algos are definitely trading these technical levels like no other. So I'm inclined to think that we are going to go up to that next level, the 2935 Fibonacci 618 retracement level I mentioned on the previous slide, because of some positive news. Early last week, Oxford researchers said that the current COVID-19 antibody test, they aren't accurate enough for mass screenings to really allow people to test themselves at home. And if they have the antibody, then go back to work. And that would have been a huge setback. But then Dr. Fauci said that an accurate antibody test for the coronavirus could be available within a week or so. This is actually a little bit faster than what the Oxford guys said. They were estimating that it would take about a month to get an accurate test. And this happened on Friday. So definitely positive news, and the market is always forward-looking. So it will anticipate the economy going back to normal once everyone can take these antibody tests and those people that have it go back to work. Also, Prime Minister Boris Johnson was released from the hospital just this morning. This is definitely a huge move. I think the market was pricing in a very small chance that he would unfortunately pass away. But, that would have been detrimental because if you think about it, we know that he has access to absolutely every single treatment available to mankind. And if he passed away, somebody of his stature and importance, then this virus would get a lot more scary for everyone else. But luckily, he's been released, seems to be recovering well. Also, just a few moments ago, OPEC and their allies finally decided that they could agree on a record oil cut deal. This one might have been priced into the market. The amount was about 10 million barrels, which was the amount that was rumored right before the market closed on Thursday. So I wouldn't think too much of this one. The biggest upcoming news will be these bank and healthcare earnings. We'll have all the big banks as well as Johnson & Johnson report earnings at the beginning of the week. Now, I'm expecting a lot of these guys, and not just the banks and Johnson & Johnson, but a lot of companies in general to absolutely just tank and kitchen sink their quarters, because, you know, this is the perfect excuse for all these CEOs to say that, you know, their company's doing crappy and then miraculously turn it around and help their own paychecks within the coming months and years. The big piece is going to be seeing what JP Morgan and Bank of America say about kind of their outlook for the economy. I don't think they'll be too positive, just because why would they hype up everyone when they themselves, I think, have no idea what's going to happen. But if they're negative, then that could honestly send us down. So again, looking back at the previous chart, I think we'll trade up to that next Fibonacci level, and then we should probably fail there. If we go above that level, then honestly, I'd be looking to sell calls aggressively against all positions, because that's a little bit more of the euphoria that we saw before this entire market drop started. Ending with our fun news for the week. And if you watch these videos the past few weeks, you'll notice that there's a huge theme on toilet paper and creativity from restaurant owners. Here we have a bakery in Finland that said it was about to go out of business. Fortunately, they had a unique cake that went viral on social media, and there were so many orders from this cake that they are now at least staying in business. So you'll see that the shape of this cake is quite unique. It's a roll of toilet paper. Again, I think this is absolute genius, very creative, and I guess the one positive we've seen from the coronavirus is that we've seen a lot of creativity and, in general, great business decisions from some of these small business owners. So hope everyone enjoyed this quick video. Again, hope everyone had a great Easter. Let me know in the comments if there's something you want me to talk about, something you like, you didn't like. And again, let's continue to do our part, socially distance, and we'll see you all next week.